I'm ready. This is that DoorDash chick. What happened to her? Did she get into trouble or not? What happened? TikToker facing 8 years prison after caught lying. Uh-oh.
They just fired me, and the police are doing nothing! I lost my job! That was my only way to make money to pay my bills!
This TikTok.
Can I say it? I think she needs to be sent to the mines. She needs to go, like, I don't know, smack some rocks with a hammer. I don't think you're normal. I genuinely think you need, like, I think the asylum is too good for you. I think you need to be put into a mine where you just smash rocks. You're crazy.
DoorDash driver just went from viral victim to felony defendant after she came online, saying that she was SA'd on the job, and now she's facing years in prison for the video that she posted herself.
I don't think she should go to prison, bro. It's a waste of my taxpayer money. Not gonna lie. Yeah, just make her smash rocks, make them into small rocks, and then she'll be fine.
2 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. The DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. Their front door was wide open, their lights were on, they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled.
If that happened and I saw the front door open, my survival instincts would tell me to leave the food at the door and then walk away. I'll take the picture and just walk away. But I guess not everyone is as smart as me, which isn't very smart, but, like, you know, this person is probably dumber than I am, I guess.
Down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
Well, as it turns out, that's not exactly what happened. If you need a perfect example of how fast a viral, like, victim story can flip upside down, this is it. Because this video was posted in mid-October by Olivia Henderson, or IRL Monster Hideall on TikTok. And she went viral pretty fast as a DoorDash driver who claimed that she was SA'd on the job. And now, as of last week, she's been arrested, charged with 2 felonies, and could be facing years in prison. And depending on who you ask, she's either a woman who reported a traumatic event, or someone who turned a drunk sleeping customer into content and then lied about it for clout.
I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer, and then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which...
You know what? I think that's valid. This is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. I'd be pissed if they only banned him, but if they banned them both, I can understand why. Like, you just don't want to deal with it. Why would you risk, like, having bad, you know, press like that?
Doesn't seem
I don't blame
unrelated.
him.
They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied my appeal. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash...
You think you're gonna be able to get a job after that?
Punished me for exposing my assaulter, and TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. I was assaulted. I lost my job. I'm the victim.
Excuse me?
So
what?
This whole thing just starts back in October 20th in Oswego, New York. Olivia was delivering an order from DoorDash, and according to her, the customer had asked for the food to be left at the front door. She said that she walked up to the house and found the front door wide open, lights on, and the customer lying on his couch with his pants and underwear pulled down to his ankles. She described him as fully exposed.
So he was blasted drunk and ordered DoorDash. I'm gonna be honest. If you stepped into the house and you found them, that's on you. Nobody put a gun to your head to, like, go in there and, like, go looking for him, okay? He even gave instructions. If anything, whatever's happened, like, if I've DoorDashed food before and I didn't answer because I was too busy doing something, they just leave it at the door. It's not their problem. It means that I wasn't there, like, you know?
And said that she'd been put in danger simply by doing her job.
Yeah,
now, obviously, that's not an ideal situation to witness on the job, but it could also be explained as a guy who got super drunk, ordered some Wendy's, and then passed out before it got there. Not a great look, but I don't think it's illegal to do that, especially because he was in his own house and he wanted the order at his front door, but more on that later. So, in her first series of videos, she told the story with the tone of someone who was still shaking from what happened. She said everything was caught on camera. She also said that she didn't want this to happen to any other women, which is why she came.
Is the first thing you do go on TikTok and post about it instead of calling the police or something? I don't know. I think there's like what is it called? Like a disconnect in like logic because you're so stupid. Like, if you're that concerned and you just had a horrible time, like, why didn't you not post on TikTok and then go call the police? It's not that hard.
With this story on TikTok. And with the video, she also reported this to DoorDash and the police. And her initial post grabbed more than 22 million views for a brief moment. And TikTok seemed ready to rally around her. But that didn't last long, because within days, TikTok removed her video for violating community guidelines. And
if he was naked, I guess, like, if you're showing his... Dude, I can't imagine. Like, I've never been blackout drunk before in my life, but, like, imagine you're just, like, a dude, and you find out that your, like, junk is all over the internet because it didn't get flagged or something. And then you find out it went hyper viral. Do you know how humiliating that is? It's so sad.
Talk around her started changing because she posted more videos saying that TikTok kept trying to silence her. And then she said that DoorDash fired her for reporting an incident. And she said the police were punishing her instead of helping her. So see, that seems odd when 3 entities are suddenly going against her at once. What's going on? One of the biggest points in chaos of this entire story is the debate over whether Olivia actually walked up to an already open door or pushed it open herself. In the first video, she insisted the door was actually wide open when she arrived, meaning the guy on purpose left his door open for her. Thus, as she claims, he left himself.
But that's still not reason for you to go in there and film it. I again, it's just like the logic isn't there. If I'm a woman and I'm petite and I'm doing a job like DoorDash where I'm going around people's houses, if it was truly like concerning, I'd call the police first or something. I wouldn't do that. You're a woman. Like, I know that my majority of like audience is male. It's just something that you do as a female because you don't want to get into trouble because you can't really defend yourself that well unless you have a gun on you or something.
Exposed for her to see. But pretty fast, other creators started putting out screenshots that showed that she had quietly deleted an earlier version of that video. One that showed her nudging the door open before panning to the sleeping guy on the couch. And the original clip was deleted, but I don't think this has anything to do with TikTok silencing her here, because she posted a video of a dude laying there exposed on his couch in his own house, and she posted it for millions of people online to see. I don't know about you guys.
That's a red-handed cop moment. There's no shot. She actually filmed herself. She didn't even have the hindsight while she was filming to not do it as she's opening the door. Wow. And that shows like what is it called? Like intent for clout chasing and being evil to ruin someone's life. Because she started filming and was like, "Oh, the door's open? I'm going to go film it and then post it online so this guy can have his life ruined."
But I think the video got deleted because of that. So obviously that's not allowed on the platform, hence why I can't show the clip here. But there were these side-by-side screenshots that started popping up of whether the door was closed or left open.
I can't really see. Isn't that wide open?
The door.
Oh, it's like this. Oh, cropped photo, original photo.
Was closed or left open. Either way, dude is in his own house, so is this illegal? No. But my main question is, why is she walking around in this dude's house? Like, drop the food on the doormat, take a picture, and move on to your next order. You don't need to be... Hello? There's no reason to play Resident Evil in someone's house. This whole situation doesn't make sense whatsoever.
She would not survive in a horror movie or something. Just walking into some stranger's apartment. Like, what if it's some crackhead ordering like a pizza? Like, why? Why would you risk yourself? All you have to do is take a picture of the food being at the doorstep and then record it, and then you get your money as a DoorDash driver. I had a friend that did door dashing for a while. Like, it's not that hard ultimately. Like, yeah, it's annoying. It's a tough job sometimes, but like it's all you need, like some sort of like, I don't know, insight into your safety.
To Did she just use this as a ploy for attention?
Why?
How is it hard to understand to not walk into someone's house and
so
post a
weird.
video of them laying naked on their couch to millions of people on the internet? That's just so unacceptable. But I think one of the reasons this whole thing went so viral, other than the fact this girl's thought process is borderline crazy, is that no one could agree about the push door or was the door wide open. And I mean, I get why there's a hang up here, because if she actually, you know, pushed the door open.
You should have a degree of skepticism when things happen like this, unless there's concrete evidence and proof.
Record a guy just laying there in his house and then, you know, turned herself into the victim. She's insane. And then we for sure have another member of the Hall of Fame of Influencer Morons. At this point, I need to start holding introduction ceremonies for these kinds of idiots, because I should be starting my videos like, welcome to the newest idiot who's now facing jail time for some social media content. Because at this rate, I'd say a lot of my videos are kind of like that. Anyway, people were arguing about the lighting, angles, wood grain, everything. But this is where the story took a life of its own, because while she was telling millions of people that DoorDash and TikTok were trying to bury her truth, police were piecing together a version of the events that looked very different from what she originally stated online. Because eventually, the police stepped in with their own findings, citing Ring doorbell footage that reportedly showed her opening the door herself.
Well. Again, 20 years ago when Ring doorbells and cameras everywhere weren't really a thing, this guy's life would have been ruined. He couldn't get a job. He'd probably be on some sort of list of like harassing women or something. His life would be ruined. Imagine how many people this happened to back in the day when you didn't have that kind of like technology everywhere. Like, yeah, you had phones and you could record things, but like, yeah, this guy's life would have been ruined.
Ma'am, why did you do that?
Not everybody has a security camera. At least Ring doorbells are relatively cheap. Like back in the day, if you wanted a security camera for your house, it's like hundreds of dollars. Now it's like, I don't know, like $80 for one?
Gentlemen, they got
not that bad.
Sir, I have your DoorDash. Oh! Ew!
Ew!
Number one, why would you ever...
Ew!
do this to begin with? And number two, why would you do this when there's a Ring doorbell camera right there next to the door that you're opening? Like, did you...
That's the same people that, like, ding dong ditch. I actually got ding dong ditched the other day, actually. Some little kids, they're like 8 years old. They ran up to the fucking apartment complex and ran all the doorbells, because there's like a bunch of them. And they smashed their little, hands into it. And then they ran away. And I was streaming, actually. And then I saw two little kids running away. And then I looked at my footage and I was like, oh, huh. I think I just got ding-dong ditched, man. I ding-dong ditched when I was a kid. I did that too. I did it. I was a little rat. I caught though. Really funny.
Do you not think he was going to review the footage after
I didn't
you
get in trouble. My parents were really pissed
to
though.
Millions of people online with his pants down? What did you think was going to happen? Either way, according to the police in Oswego, the man in the video was not sitting there waiting to expose himself to the delivery driver. He was sleeping and drunk, lying on his couch with no idea what was going on. And thankfully for him, the doorbell camera footage reportedly showed her opening the door herself, which is...
What a dumbass, dude. Again, I got caught because one of the old ladies saw us doing it, and they got really, really mad at us because the entire apartment, like the high-rise that we lived in, got caught. The Ring doorbell cameras didn't exist back then. So, like, with this, I feel like you should always assume that you're being recorded everywhere at this point.
Not add up with her story. So DoorDash then finally responded with its own statement. Without naming her, they said they take these kind of reports extremely seriously, and they never deactivate someone for reporting it, full stop. But they said that posting the video of a customer inside of their home, along with their personal details, was a clear violation of their policies. They said that was the reason her account was deactivated, and they deactivated the customer's account too, while...
Wait, she even doxed this guy?
They were investigating. And they also added that she still had full access to her money. Then everything hit a wall on November 10th, because that's when officers arrested Olivia Henderson and charged her with 2 counts of Class E felonies.
You get what you freaking deserve, bro.
Unlawful surveillance and dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image. And these charges usually apply to people who secretly record others in private settings, bathrooms.
I think she should get like on some sort of list or something so that it follows her for the rest of her life. I don't know. I don't think she's gonna go to jail or anything. Like, I don't know. I just don't think it's gonna happen. People like this get away with shit like this. Like, she's a woman and she's white. She's relatively pretty too. Like, she's ugly on the inside, but I'm just saying, like, this is definitely a bias thing. An offender list? Yeah, I feel like she should, genuinely, because she's probably gonna do it again. There's always, like, these people that have these, like, repeated behavior problems.
Bedrooms, changing rooms, that kind of thing. But the legal idea is the same. Recording someone inside of their home when they have an expectation of privacy is criminal, even if the camera is technically outside of the door. Police said that she filmed a sleeping person and posted it publicly, which is exactly what these laws are written for. So the bottom line is, police found no proof of SA, and the man was asleep. And Olivia admitted the instructions for her order said to leave the food at the door, not inside of the home as she filmed. Her last TikTok was posted on October 26th, right after she said that she was being punished for reporting what happened. After the arrest, she didn't post anything at all. No defense, no clarification, no follow-up about what she plans to say in court. Her current next hearing is on December 4th, and depending on how the judge sees it.
That's in 8 days. If there was a guy that did this to a woman, hell would come from him? Absolutely. Yep. 100%. And that's what I'm saying, is that if there wasn't proof of this guy's life would be completely ruined because nobody would believe him.
The evidence, she could be looking at a whole lot of time here. And this can range from probation to years in state prison, because it looks like a Class C felony in New York can carry up to 4 years. And she's charged with 2 Class C felonies. So that could be a combined maximum of 8 years in prison. Either way, it's no longer a he said, she said, and it's definitely not a conspiracy that TikTok doesn't want you to hear about. This is a criminal case with evidence and surveillance footage that was provided by the perpetrator. Yet again.
We've got some really bad fucking actors in this world, bro. I think that this, like, technology and this age that we're living in, so many clout demons started popping up. Yeah, like, it's just crazy. At least DoorDash did the right thing and banned both of them, even though I don't think the guy should have been banned, but, like, I feel like it was a reasonable-ish response. Considering they didn't know the whole situation, at least ban both of them and don't have, like, a bias. But she shouldn't work for, like, in any public setting whatsoever. Honestly, it's better that they tell on themselves. The problem is that it's the clout. Like, okay, so without technology, without computers, she wouldn't have the ability or, like, the desire to have posted the TikTok and make this about herself, because she's, like, a narcissistic freak, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the bottom of the root of the problem is that she thinks TikTok is cool, so if TikTok didn't exist, if the internet didn't exist, she wouldn't have uploaded in the first place. It was double-edged? I don't know. I think technology has done more damage than good.
Clout. How does this keep on happening?
Yeah.
No, obviously, gig workers deal with real risks every day. Yes,
yeah, sure.
Women face real threats with entering private spaces
100%.
alone. And yes,
you shouldn't do it, but you shouldn't do it. She didn't have to do it. Nobody told her to do it. That's what I'm saying. All these women have, like, they have no survival instinct. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I'm the type of person that, like, watches over their shoulder. Because, you know, it's getting, like, you know, to the point in winter where it's, like, getting dark pretty early, right? Because we're entering daylight savings and all that. Like, I'm looking over my shoulder. I always look over my shoulder when I'm opening my door, like, so that nobody's, like, behind me. Even though I live in a nice area, it's just a thing that women do. It's nothing wrong with, like, being cautious, right? Yeah, you're just looking around, and this woman just straight up goes into someone's house. What if it was actually a crazy person and they had a knife? Like, you could have just saved yourself.
Some companies have absolutely punished workers for speaking up.
What a weirdo,
but
dude.
if you film someone in their own home, post it online, accuse them of a crime that the police say never happened, and then you claim that you're being silenced when the platform you're on takes you down, you're in for it.
I was working. I was literally working, and they
She's got
deactivated
crazy
me.
eyes,
This
man.
is related. They just punished me for posting about my while door dashing. They just fired me, and the police
And again, people will believe her, and that's the problem. And then those people, oh my god, her face.
doing nothing.
I hate this. You know, you guys ever talk about the ick? This is the ick for me.
Nothing! I lost my job! That was my only way to make money to pay my bills!
I'm just saying.
She's a fucking banshee. She's like actually a banshee. She's possessed with a demon inside of her. She needs to get exorcised. Yeah. Yeah. Get another job? No, don't get another job that involves interacting with other human beings. Go get a job smashing rocks. I don't want this woman interacting with people. She's gonna get pissed off at some other random person, no matter man or woman. She's gonna have a mental breakdown and probably like accidentally or purposefully kill someone. I swear. These people are like just, they shouldn't be interacting with people. His life would have been ruined if there's zero proof. It's only fair that her life should be ruined. Yeah, I think it's true. I think it's valid.
And that's not advocacy. That's just clout chasing. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see what actually happens in December, and I'll keep you guys posted as more details come out.
throw
So feel free to
scalding
subscribe
coffee
if
at
you're new,
someone, throw
drop a
a
like if you
burger
enjoyed
at
this
their
video,
head.
and I'll see you guys in the next one.